Hey guys, so someone asked me for a progression for pistol squats, and I decided to make a little routine for you, which is gonna have some active rest, some good exercise that's gonna work on the basics, and just make pistol squats a lot easier for you, even if you're someone who could already do them. All right. So this is going to be a guided video, so I might have to look back and forth at my notes. But I would suggest start with a 5 minute general warm up. We won't do that together. Do it on your own. Just focus on your ankles, your knees, your hips. Also, a little bit of hamstring flexibility is good. We're going to do some of that in the workout as active rest, but it's a good idea to be completely warmed up because everyone's needs are going to vary. I don't need much warm up for the pistols or squats in general. So if you need a little bit more, take the time to do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one active exercise and one passive, which is gonna be the rest or active rest exercise. So we're gonna start very, very gentle. We're gonna start with four position squats. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have about a minute to do four squats. So I'll start, let's say, hip width apart. I'll do my five squats. Right? Now I'm just gonna bring my feet in a little bit. Okay, so closer. So I'm gonna narrow down the stance, try to control my knees, keep my feet flat, and I'm gonna do five more. And once I'm done, I'm gonna bring them maybe like something like a fist apart. I'm gonna do five more, controlling the knees. Again, this is just to kind of shift the center forward, shift the center in the middle of your body. So as you get a more narrow stance, the more it becomes like a pistol squat. Okay, so the last one is feet together. You're gonna do 5 reps. So just doing 5 reps of each, narrower and narrower, just warm up. And once you're done with that, we're gonna do 30 seconds of bend and roll starting now. So reach down, straight legs, stand up, lean back. So not too fast. Just gonna do this for about 30 seconds. You can even reach. Whatever works well for you. All right. Next is gonna be bottom hold march. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the bottom of the squat, gonna keep our feet flat, and we're gonna march. This is about shifting your weight to the side. Notice I'm going side, so most of my weight is here, side. You don't have to hold it like I'm holding it, you can just kind of do this. This is fine, but try not to be like this, okay? So walk, walk, shift, shift left, right, left, right. You can slow down if you need to, but this is just about the weight shift. Teaching your body to lean and loading one hip flexor more than the other. So I would suggest to do this about 30 seconds. You can do it up to a minute if you feel like pretty good, but honestly, 30 seconds should be challenging enough. So I'm gonna switch to my active rest now. Knuckle drag. So your big toe is right by the heel, right? And you're gonna drag your knuckles down. You can do it bent leg on the back or straight. This is harder, this is easier. So you can do whatever you want. What I like to even do is pull my toes up and down. And then when I feel comfortable, I can extend the other leg and then up and down. So I'll do about 15 seconds, or you can do 30 seconds each side. Again, hamstring flexibility is gonna help a lot. People underestimate it a lot and they focus purely on strength and ankle mobility. But the more flexible you are at the hamstrings, the easier it's gonna be. So, catching your breath. We're gonna move on. Now we're gonna do Cossack squats, toes up. Okay, so Cossack squats, it's a light squat. So usually wider the better. Toes are gonna be pointing up. I'm gonna bring my foot down. Try not to come up. Shift your weight to the side. If you're really struggling, come up. You can do this for specific reps, or again, you can do it for 30 seconds. This again is a little bit of a hamstring stretch, but it also stretches the ankle as you go along. So people might say, this is easy, this is too easy. It's fine. You just need to work on it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, every exercise you're doing here, so even the squats, you can do it with the weight. Shifting the weight forward really helps you be more upright, and it's gonna help you a lot to strengthen your hip flexor in that range. So even if you're doing narrow stance squats, you can work on like this. This makes it a lot easier. So if you look at me, I drop the weight, right away my shift position shifts. Right away my position opens. So use this, don't be scared. You might wear out your shoulders a little bit more. It's fine, you get active rest. So once you're done with the Cossack squats, you're gonna do single leg stretch. So one leg forward, one leg to the side. Reaching for the toe. You can relax, you can grab your foot, you can point your toes, you can reach, whatever works. Just try to hold this position. Why does this foot matter like this now? Because when you're gonna pistol squat, you're never gonna be perfectly straight like this. You're gonna be a little bit like this. So this is to emulate that external rotation. With the hamstring stretch, you get a little bit of both, right? So again, I suggest don't rush. You don't have to follow along if you know the routine. Just do it until you catch your breath. Focus on your breathing. 5 seconds in. And 5 seconds out. Right. So do a little bit on both sides. Next, already more than halfway through, guys. Next is partial lift off. So you're gonna need a bench or box. Usually the lower the harder, and you want to start roughly around parallel. So I'll use this to demonstrate. Alright, so lift offs. Imagine like you're about to do a pistol, but you pause. So leg up, this is my support leg. I have to shift again. Think about it as marching, so I'm not staying perfectly straight. I have to shift my weight towards my leg, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift off a bit, and I'm gonna hold it that position. And done. And you can keep this leg lower if you have to. Again, hamstring flexibility. And down. And if you struggle, this is just to teach you to weight shift forward. Again, you can do it for reps. You can do like 5 tenses per side, or you can do 30 seconds on the left, 30 seconds on the right. It's not much of a follow along video because I'm really off timing, but at least you'll get the exercises. All right. So, yeah. So we're gonna keep stretching. So this time we're gonna do compression work in the same position we're previously in, even though it's supposed to be rest. We're gonna switch it up again. So you're gonna be here, hands by your knee, and you're gonna lift this leg up. That's gonna be your active rest. And stretch the hamstrings a bit. Shouldn't be too hard. Just to kind of strengthen the hip flexor. So we're gonna do about 10 of these. And then we're gonna switch. And again, this is for the lift off with the bench. This is the active rest. And if this is too much, you're really struggling or whatever, straight leg, you can just reach down and relax and just stretch it out instead of treating it as more compression work. Okay, so now we're gonna do skater squats with the wall. Main thing with skater squats, it's a good progression exercise, but you really have to emphasize ankle dorsiflexion. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Resistance of the wall. So this one you cannot use a weight unless you find some way to do it. So what you want to do is find a wall. Try to press your knee up against the wall. This is very important. It's going to enforce dorsiflexion because it's very easy to kind of do this and to load different muscles. This won't get you a pistol squat. This will get you closer. So try to push your knee up into the wall. Back foot lifts up. So I'm mostly leaning forward. The weight is a little bit on my knee, but on my toes as well. I'm gonna go down to a skater squat, and then as I come up, I want my knee to be pushing forward. Right, it came off, that's fine. Knee back, down, push forward. Notice how my knee doesn't always lift off. If I'm struggling, I can have my hands like this, so my forearms are up, or I can literally place my hands on the wall. Okay. So this is gonna force you into dorsiflexion. Again, 30 seconds, 5-5, whatever works for you. It doesn't need to be crazy. You don't need to be in a sweat unless you're doing it very quickly, but that's not the goal. All right. So the active rest for that is ankle stretch. Oops, I have to do this for another thing, so I'm gonna come back here. All right. So ankle stretch, basically the same thing. You can drive your knee forward. You can this time have your weight. Where my weight is. There you go. And again, you can use the reference of your foot relative to the wall to see how much progress you've been making. So if usually you're like this, you're like, this is hard. And then after a week, you're maybe, let's say like 2 fingers away. Like, maybe half an inch. And then you're here, that's good. The further you get, the easier it's gonna be. So whatever ankle stretch you come up with is good. This works, you can be on a box, you can have weight here, you can press down, but you should feel mostly in your Achilles tendon. So again, 30 seconds per side. This is gonna be the last exercise. Last one, you're gonna need a little bit of space. We're gonna do negatives, so negative pistols with the roll up from squat. I don't know the exact name of the exercise. It's a gymnastics exercise, but you'll practice hip compression and negative pistol squats. All right. So this will be the last one, and then that's it. All right. So. So what you want to do is you are going to do a negative pistol squat, and you're going to fall on your back. Once you fall on your back, you're going to curl up, and then you're going to pop back up into a squat. Okay, so this is a good hip compression exercise. If you can't do it, try to roll more aggressive. Assist yourself with your hands on your ground a little bit. But this is, again, going to teach you the hip compression you need for the pistol squats. So you're going to start in the negative pistol squat. I would suggest maybe 3 to 5 seconds. You're going to reach a point below parallel where you cannot hold it. Just let it go. Roll on your back, curl up your back, roll back up into a squat, and then reset. You can do this for about a minute or like 3 to 5 reps per side. This is going to be a little bit harder because it's going to approach almost a full pistol squat. It's going to look like this. So, leg up. It can be like this as well. This is fine as long as you're doing a pistol squat the way you're comfortable. So, I'm doing a negative. I'm resisting. I'm resisting. I'm resisting. I'm resisting. Let's say at this point I can't. I fall back. I tuck into a squat. I come back up and I reset. Resist. 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 Fall and pop back up. Again, if you're struggling with the pop back up, you can use this. So if I'm here, as I roll back, I'll bring it close, and as I roll forward, I'm gonna pop it forward. So if you're using the assistance of weight, again, it's a very good idea. It's just harder on the shoulders. This is how it's gonna look. So standing. And so I can't control it, I'm gonna fall. Careful behind, and then pop it forward, and that's gonna carry me forward. All right? And I just reset, and I go for a negative again. So as I mentioned, foot position is not important. You can hold it like this. You can hold it in front. That's why all of these stretches matter and the active rest, because it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you're fighting your weak hip flexors and your leg is dragging on the ground, it's gonna suck and it's gonna be hard. All right. So that's one round. You can do multiple rounds of that, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's about 12 minutes per round. Right? So if you do 2 rounds, 24 minutes, 3 rounds, 36. Again, it's not too taxing. This is something you could do once every 2 days, once every 3 days, even something daily. And pretty sure, depending on your level, at least after a few sessions, you'll definitely feel a difference in your negatives. And yeah, everything will just feel much more easier, and you'll get a lot of benefit from compression work and the hamstring stretches that you're doing. So bonuses all around. All right, I hope that helps. See you guys.